Darvin, I want to ask you first about AD. He's only missed the 2 games this year. He's third overall in minutes in the NBA. What has he brought you, and how do you have to try to make up for that tonight?
Just, again, no one man does it alone. Just have a good, solid group effort on both sides of the ball, top to bottom. And everyone just, the only mistake you can make is not play hard every possession as much as you possibly can, be competitive. But again, we're not looking for one particular person to do his job. It's just definitely what he does. It's going to take a committee, but just for different guys to get opportunity to step up and do what they need to do to help us be successful.
LeBron had told us that he was planning on playing today if everything went well. Does that still sound like the case?
Yeah, he's still going through the process right now, so hopefully.
And then in the fourth quarter, you had some minutes with Jackson Hayes. Do you expect to use him more than as he's been out of the rotation in a game like tonight?
Definitely. One thing about him, he's been doing great, remaining professional. Really excited about him, where he's at. Huge upside still with him, being a young player in this league. And he's been putting the work in behind the scenes, so it was good to see him come out and really give us some really good minutes.
Darvin, have you had any kind of conversation with Jared after last night's events?
No, not really.
No, okay.
Yeah.
No plan to have anything with him, just let him go back out there and play again?
Yeah.
And
Did I miss something?
Well,
I'm not trying to be funny.
well, no, just because he's dejected, just to see where his state of mind is at this point.
Yeah. That last night was what it was, man, on a lot of different levels.
With Rui, he had some good minutes last night. What more do you need to see out of him going forward?
Just know, like we've been tracking the limbo rate and just him just getting on to the next play. When he's engaged, he's attacking each possession, he's rebounding for us defensively, he's active, showing his hands, he's doing his work early on that side of the ball. And then offensively, him getting out running the early attacks, the transition, him screening, rolling, making plays in the half roll, and just shooting it without hesitating. Just again, him being deliberate and decisive.
Who are you going to start in Anthony's place?
We'll see. I got a couple of different options.
There was some talk in the locker room last night about one of the things that is plaguing this team defensively is communication.
Yeah.
And I asked LeBron how you can improve in that, and he said, yeah, obviously talking is part of it, but the recognition, the understanding of what you're supposed to be doing. How can you guys get a grip of that and improve in that area, the understanding?
Again, man, you'd be surprised how moving on to the next play helps your communication, helps your positioning, put you in a position to get a stop defensively. This game is being played so fast now, for guards pushing it up quickly, guys getting out sprinting for threes, dunks, lobs, what have you. I just think that's why, in my opinion, they start tracking the limbo rate. That little bit of those 2, 3, 4 seconds where you're worried about a call that you didn't get, or you're disappointed about a shot you normally make and didn't make, a live ball turnover. If you don't, in today's NBA, if you can't get to the next play, it's going to cost you, and cost you repeatedly. So I just think and we've shown it in film. We've shown both sides of it. Us, turning, walking, having chatter back and forth with the officials, just hanging our heads because, again, missing a shot we normally make and disappointing ourselves. Got to get on to the next play. You got to have a short memory, good, bad, or different. You got to get on to the next play because the speed at which the game is being played now at this level is I've been around since '96, and it's faster than I've ever seen it. And if you don't get on and really get in position to help your teammates, and that guy that's getting back on the back line, talking to everyone in front of him, that guy getting back, getting the ball stopped and being aggressive on the ball, all of that plays into it as well.
Kind of playing off of that, you mentioned, moving on to the next play mentality, but even watching it from the side, do you feel like that understanding of what you're asking of them, what they're being asked to do is present defensively?
Absolutely. Myself, my coaches, the film work we put in, we show all of that, shifts in activity, on the ball. We talk about our different coverages, whether we're switching, whether we're in center field, whether the big is back, up, our zone. I mean, we show all of that. And so, it's few and far in between here recently, but whenever we're able to get on the floor, we work on our breakdowns and how we want to guard different things. Just a matter, again, the guys just really attacking that side of the ball, and that's the way you attack it. You turn, you sprint back, have the ball in front of you instead of trying to play catch up with the ball and everyone around it.
Coach, what specifically do you credit to D'Angelo's recent uptick in productivity?
His work, him communicating with me and us talking about, what we want to get out of different possessions. But the work he's put in, he's already an elite skilled player. His ability to score at all three levels and his ability to knock down threes from anywhere in any way, shape, or form. It was just a matter, again, of having a consistent, simplified menu of different actions we want to get into. And then just me telling them, to be aggressive, be deliberate, be aggressive. We assertive. It's one of those things where, I'm not blind to it. It's like when you're out there with Bron, when you're out there with AD, sometimes you can, you're trying to be a good teammate, but you can be a threat as well with those two. But you tend to put yourself on the back burner to make sure that they're getting the access to the ball and different actions and whatever they need. But those two were encouraging him also to be aggressive. I saw with Kobe when I was assistant coach here, saw with Giannis in Milwaukee, like sometimes the teammates can lie dormant trying to force feed them the ball when they don't have their own individual opportunities, which is only going to enhance everyone's performance. So just him going out and being assertive.
Darvin, last night you said it was the emphasis was going to be on pick and roll defense with Fred and Alperin. I assume tonight is going to be similar with Trey, obviously, and how many pick and rolls he runs. What's kind of the key to trying to slow him down and maybe taking what you guys weren't able to fully do last night into tonight and executing those things?
Just being proactive, getting into the ball, everyone engaged. And you got the two that's in specific action, but the other three guys behind them, doing their work early. We talked about it, the communication piece, talking, early, loud, and often, and not getting discouraged. They play a little different brand in Golden State where it's a lot of off-ball actions, flips, DHOs, whatnot. They do their fair share of pick and rolls also, but those guys, they force you to be numb and have a short memory because you're going to play great defense and they're still going to score. The same could be said with Trey. You're going to play great defense, he's still going to score. DeJounte, it's one of those things where you just got to fight the fight. And again, don't forget to apply pressure back on them and put them in uncomfortable positions when you're on offense as well. But you just got to attack each possession, man. I can't stress it enough. Next play mentality.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.